Hey guys, just figured out after a day and a half of research of how to graph the speed of each car in our speed lab. So what I'm going to do, I'll send to your classroom account this Google Sheets template, and just simply follow these instructions on how to construct the graph. And once you get all three speeds for each respective car graphed, you can do some altering to the graph if you want to change some color or the background. And then what we'll do is we'll take the graph and put it into our lab before we submit the lab. So follow along with these instructions. I have the graph or the data table set up on Sheets already for car 1, 2, and 3. The distances in which we recorded the time are all listed here for each car. They are the same: 2 meters, 4 meters, 6 meters, 8 meters, and 10 meters. What you'll have to do is go back and look at your data and put in the respective times for each car. From class to class, we had different cars, so I can't sit here and tell you which car is which, but that's something you'll have to decide. What's your first car? What's your second car? What's your third car? Was it the Hummer? Was it the Army vehicle? Was it one you brought in? So look at your data and put in the times from your data table in for each of the three respective cars in your class. What I'll do, I'll make up times just for example purposes. These times are not official. They are just simply an example. You are type in your actual times from your data table. Once you have all your data sets in, the next step is to create a chart. So what you'll do is you'll highlight the entire area. You'll go up to Insert, and you'll choose Chart. A number of options will pop up. We'll click on the Chart Types tab, scroll down to Scatter, choose Scatter, and then we'll click Insert. At this time, we can actually get these lines, the plotted points. We actually get a line that works for these. And what we'll do is we'll do a left click on one of the dots, choose the trend line, and then choose exponential. Do the same thing for car 2. Choose the trend line, choose exponential, and the same thing for trend, or the third car, trend line, exponential. So now we're in a really good spot in terms of having 3 graphed lines. The next part is going to be a matter of getting some labels on my Y, the vertical axis, on my X, the horizontal axis. This goes back to the problem of asking, how do you graph speed? So I'm going to try to do an advanced edit. And hopefully it'll give me the option to change my vertical and horizontal axis. We'll change the title to Speed Lab. Scroll down the horizontal axis, which moves left to right across the horizon or across the bottom. We'll give that a title. When graphing speed, time is always on the X horizontal axis. We'll go to our left vertical Y axis. In this case, for calculating or graphing speed, that'll be the distance or position. In meters. Back to time and put STC in for seconds. And at this time, the graph that I need is pretty much complete. Again, you can go through here and maybe mess with some of the coloring if you want to make it more visually appealing, but you do not have to. I do not recommend it, so that way you don't mess anything up. And you can click update, and the graph that we need is ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I can actually just take this and copy and paste it over to my SpeedLab. I can get rid of this. Try to copy this. Let me see if I can do a Control C. Control C is usually copy. This may or may not work. Control V is paste. There it is. And then once the graph is complete and paste it in there to our SpeedLab on slides, you just make sure that we complete the conclusion by addressing each of these 5 bullets and then submit it to Classroom. Any questions, let me know. Worked out pretty well. Thank you.